AITA for not paying my ex-husband back after he supported my education? For some background, my ex-husband and I split over 20 years ago. When our son was 2, he stepped out. At the time, I was a stay-at-home mom and in nursing school full-time. He was paying for my education. After he left, I asked if he would keep paying so I could finish without debt. He said yes, that it was the least he could do. A few months later, his affair partner got pregnant. She demanded he stop paying for my schooling, saying that 1/5 of their income needed to go toward their new baby. He refused. He told her it was about helping me and his son, and he kept paying for the last year and a half of my program. I went on to keep studying and eventually became a nurse practitioner. I've done well for myself. I never remarried. My ex did, with the woman he got pregnant, and they built their life. I've always kept it civil for our son's sake. Now on to the issue. A few days ago, my son called and told me he and his wife are expecting. I was so happy. I asked if I could stop by over the weekend to drop off some sentimental things, his childhood stuffy, a check, and a few little keepsakes. He said yes. I visited and gave them everything, including a check for a few $1,000s to use however they needed, for baby things, co-pays, the nursery, whatever. They were grateful and thanked me for the support. It felt like a special moment. Then my ex and his wife showed up. They surprised them with dinner and didn't know I'd be there. She saw the check on the counter and asked about it. I said something polite like, I just wanted to help out. Everything's so expensive these days. I didn't think it was any of her business. Then she said, well, maybe since you have all this money now, you can finally pay us back for the money you took when you went to college. I was stunned. My ex has never asked for repayment. He always said paying for my education was the least he could do for me and our son. My ex is financially fine. He's done very well for himself. So I asked, do you guys need the money or something? My ex said no. She jumped in and said, of course not. It's about principle. I told her flat out that I would not be paying back tuition from over 20 years ago, especially not when she ended up in our marital home and I was struggling in a tiny apartment trying to build a career and raise our son. I never said anything spiteful about them. I've always kept things respectful, but this crossed a line. My blood was boiling. I left shortly after. Later, my son told me this has been a recurring issue in their marriage. She's apparently brought it up multiple times in front of him. Now she wants him to pressure me into repaying what they're owed. Now somehow the whole damn family is involved. I've gotten calls from 3 different relatives telling me to get over myself and pay it back, saying it's just the right thing to do, but I honestly don't feel like I owe them anything. I didn't ask for a loan, I asked for help, and he gave it freely. So, AITA for refusing to pay them back after all these years.